This is Dr. David Schein, and welcome to Business Law 101. Navient lawsuit, we're going to mention this again in a few minutes, is a class action suit. And this company interacted with students that had student loans and didn't do a very good job on behalf of the borrowers. So a federal agency called the Consumer Federal Protection Board, CFPB, got involved and went after these folks. And we're going to talk about why this is an appropriate class action case in a minute. Here we go with class action suit. Remember, we talked about Navient just a moment ago. Here is the standard, and this is something you should commit to memory, spend a few minutes reviewing it. But the basic idea is you can't have a class action unless it's a whole bunch of people. That's the numbers. Typicality is that the people in the case need to be considered as reasonably similar. Commonality is the legal claim across the group needs to be fairly similar. And of course, the argument itself needs to be a reasonable argument, because class actions are a big deal. Most of the class actions that we see today, and you see these ads on television, did you work in a place that has asbestos? Lots of commercials about people that have illness related to asbestos. You have people that have taken different drugs, people that have had different medical devices implanted. Those are all good examples of class action cases. I can't say that I've ever made out on those. One of the cases that I prevailed on when I lived in Virginia, there's only one electric company in Virginia. And apparently somebody won a big class action suit and said the Dominion Energy in Virginia was overcharging the customers. And they determined, even though I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on electricity in this rental house I had, they determined that I was entitled, get this, don't hold your breath, folks, 11 cents. And even more interesting is they decided that they would pay me 1 cent a year for 10 years. I cannot make this stuff up. So class actions don't always produce large rewards. Usually, in these medical cases, some of the people do make out. One of the most common criticisms of class actions is that the only winners in many of these class actions are the attorneys, because the attorneys that got me that 11 cents that I was dying to have probably got a few $1 million out of the case. But again, the individual person that was really the consumer, the person affected by the case, really didn't get much of anything.